Yeah, that shit elegant. Got a little bitch with some melanin. Speak on it again till we step in there. And I'm packing.
Yo, someone here back on another video. Today we are talking about the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight. This shit has taken the internet by storm. Everyone said something about it, their taste, their opinion, that the fight is rigged, that like he didn't do nothing, etc, etc. I'm finna put in my 2 cents about it. I watched the highlights of the fight. My bitch ass was working while that shit was going on, so no, I did not watch the fight itself live time, bro. I saw everyone's results and reactions. I was like, damn. But then like I had to really sit here and think about it, like I'm in this chair right now, and like how you're sitting here watching this video. Have you liked? Have you comment? Have you subscribed? Because 96% of you watching this video haven't, and you could change and be that 4% that have, because I am at 493 subscribers, 7 away from 500, and my goal is to get to 700 subscribers by the end of November. More content this week and the next week and the next week. Now back to the video. I don't think the fight was rigged, because that was the first thing that everyone was talking about, or trying to point out like certain things where it's like, oh yeah, I don't know, people are just on some stupid shit. Like when Jake was sticking out his tongue doing all that freaky shit, was like, oh yeah, this is where we got him. Like that doesn't mean any type of signaling or nothing like that. It's just them fighting and Jake taunting the other fighter. It's fucking Mike Tyson. And 2, we gonna talk about the whole snapses. We're talking about how that nigga had his ass out on live TV. Niggas gonna tell me, oh yeah, that shit was unexpected as fuck. We saw him in real time. Well, if you're watching on Netflix, that shit was delayed as fuck. That nigga walked with his ass out and off the screen. Are you going to say something to Mike Tyson? No, the fuck you're not. I know I'm not saying nothing to Mike Tyson. Shit, bro. Like he said it before the fight. Him and his homeboy fucked the girl with AIDS raw. The girl and the homeboy died. Mike Tyson's still here. Nigga said that nigga's so cold, AIDS couldn't touch him. And I'm agreeing, bro. This other story time where he crashed out in the 90s on some limo shit. I don't remember the reason. I think it was like, I think it was his old manager or somebody else that was playing with his top paws. And like, he just crashed out about that bitch on the highway. Like, and he was like off of like coke and steroids. And like, he was just crashing out on the highway. Niggas just swerving away from him and shit like that. And you was going to tell me or like someone get to tell him to go pull up his pants or some shit. He got it. He's the Mike Tyson, no glaze. But that was the like more realistic thing you had to like think about this shit. This nigga is known as one of the best boxers of all times, but this nigga is 58 years old. He's pushing. He is literally the actual definition of unk status, because you young niggas be saying unk to anybody. I'm niggas, but still, he's getting up there. Like, we gotta be realistic. The stamina, and some people who were like closely analyzing the public workout recordings and everything, saying like, oh yeah, he's getting tired. Like, this nigga is 58. He's 58. He was once a boxer in his life and retired for a reason. He did not step back in the ring professionally for 20 plus fucking years for a reason. And you old, bro. Like, you're 58, but you've done it all. You're literally known everywhere. You're beloved by hella people and everything. I'm going to take it easy. When I make my riches off of YouTube and everything, I'm going to be 60, pushing the fuck out of my cars and enjoying life. Niggas was just talking about like, oh yeah, they won with Jake Paul, because why the fuck is he beating on a 58-year-old man and everything. And low-key, I'm side-eyeing certain people on the internet or certain like Twitter like people posting like saying, oh yeah, Jake Paul beats on an old black man for no reason, etc, etc. But I'm like, we know damn well if our community won that bitch, because we going 0 for 2 right now. Kamala lost and then Mike Tyson lost. Niggas wanted they won victory, bro. And 2, everyone once again is talking about, oh, how Jake Paul's fight selection's been like terrible or unfair fights from day one. People were just basically saying Jake paid to win his way to top in boxing, but it's like, low-key, no matter what, if you have fame, money, and status, you could really like low-key just like call out who you want, and it's a yes or no type of thing. Mike could have said no and whatever. Did we not forget that boxing is low-key like the biggest scam of forever? And I think it was Muhammad Ali and Tyson himself too getting scammed by their managers.
And then I got caught up with this other piece of shit, Don King, who's just a wretched, slimy, reptilian motherfucker. Right, this is supposed to be my brother, my black brother. Right, he's just a bad man. It's a real bad man.
Because of how fucked up they are. And I think I forgot his name, but like he was like a host and he was wicked as fuck for what he did too, and everyone hates him. I'm not doing my research, but I know enough, that's why I'm talking about it and everything. Like, people, like, boxing has been like a scummy ass sport since day one, and now that money has been a bigger factor into it more than ever, you think niggas is not gonna scam? Because they're talking about like boxing's for honor and everything, but we had our fighters snorting cocaine before our fights and taking steroids and cheating out and paying out judges and everything. Shit is just more regularized now because Jake walked away with 40 mil, Mike walked away with 20 mil. Technically, niggas have won at the end of the day with money wise and everything. Everyone's biggest concern also was Mike's health conditions, health concerns, etc., if he's gonna be okay and all of that shit. Because if he got flatlined in that shit like Yamcha, Jake Paul would not be able to live in the US. That's one. Two, I seen other people's bits and pieces and everything. I just don't think Mike is a sellout. One, that nigga did not work at cardio. He fucked up his knee and like had like the 8 blood transfusions and everything, and had the fight postponed because of more health conditions and issues. Like, he's getting old and you have to accept that reality. We know MJ from his prime and everything. We know Shaq in his prime and everything. Like, well, like if you're my age, I'm 19. Like, niggas like growing up from like, I guess 2000 to now. If you're 24 and you saw that shit growing up, props to you, old ass nigga. Good for you. We've seen highlights of Michael Jordan in his prime, but if you go put him in the court now, I don't even know how old MJ is, but I'm pretty sure he up there with Mike Tyson. That nigga is not cooking. Cause same thing with like the memes, or like they brought like Shaq tried to run it back on the Celtics and that nigga was washed. I wouldn't say, I don't know what his stats were like, but like you just gotta accept when niggas get old, niggas cannot do that shit no more. Braun is 40 and he's still up there out there hooping and shit like that. If Braun was like a little bit fucking older out there, we're going to start looking at shit some type of way. Same thing with Tom Brady. That nigga was getting up there. He retired and shit like that. Certain niggas put that shit down for the one time and try to pick that shit back up. It's okay to let that shit go. Pretty sure Tony Hawk is done skateboarding too and everything. I would say my message is for this video is that you gotta understand niggas is getting old and niggas is not in their prime no more. Like, I saw the stats, or like was watching like the stats highlight. It was like Jake threw hella more punches and Mike didn't throw like punches for shit. That nigga is old, and two, he's playing strategic. That nigga is probably sitting at home enjoying that 20 mil, just saying like, fuck, I got like a few bruises and everything. And after all the disrespect and all that shit, they were respectful. They hugged it out, shaked it out. To me, this is the best peaceful ending ever. Logan, shut the fuck up. You're not fighting that old man. Leave him alone. Because niggas already crashing out saying, oh yeah, I'm finna show up at Jake's house when I'm 58 and I want my one. Slow the fuck down, bro. Nigga agreed. Yes, it is crazy as fuck that we let this shit happen. A 27-year-old fighting a fucking 58-year-old. But that's how the world works. And hey, man, you should stick around to watch a video talking about the crazy rabbit holes of TikTok lives if you think this shit is quote unquote crazy as fuck. But if you made it to the end of the video, like, comment, subscribe. If you have, you're a part of the ALA gang, and don't forget to turn on post notifications so you know every time when I upload. I will be either going live on Twitch sometime this week. This video will be coming out technically later today because it's fucking Monday at 1 a.m. Tight shit, things of that nature. But bye.
Leon get the bitches, but if you know that's cap.